So I got a few requests in the comments for a room tour, and I don't really think it's that great, but nonetheless, I'm gonna just show it off here, just have something to show off. And we'll start on the wall here with the Monster Summer banner from Comet TV. It's really a shame. I don't think they send anything anymore, and there for a while they were sending a lot, so I'm kind of disappointed in that. But before we actually get to the horror stuff, let me just say I'm a person that likes to keep everything in one room, so everything's here crammed together when I probably could branch it out, but I think it's more of a challenge trying to fit it all in here. So, that being said, we start off with the DVD shelf that goes all the way down to the floor. Way down there to the floor where everything is kind of stacked up on its side. Now, these are not necessarily alphabetical order, but I keep the A's with the A's, the B's with the B's, and you'll find sequels with each other, but that's about it. There's not really no alphabetical order. Up top, there's some box sets of some 100 movie sets I couldn't fit nowhere else. We've got the LJN collection from WWF here. This is from the 80s. I got a hunk of them. At one time, I had Warrior and the Blackstrap Andre and Rick Rude and all those hard to get ones, but I traded those off in high school like an idiot, so I don't have them now. But I'm still trying to get a bunch of them, and that's what I've got. There is the random Blue Underground Blind Dead box set. I think it's pretty valuable. It's just here to hold up these fellas. Like I said, you come down here and there's like the multi-packs into the A's and the B's and all that stuff. A lot of people, they come through here and they want to do the shelf-by-shelf things, and that's cool. Hey, if I'd watched a lot of these, I probably would now. Not saying I ain't watched the hunk of them, because I have, but there's a lot of them I haven't watched, so I don't want to be here and be like, well, I've seen this one, and this one's good, but I haven't seen that one, I haven't seen that one, I haven't seen that one. So, maybe one day, when I've watched more of them, I'll do one of those. Now, if we follow the Frankenstein created Bikers poster here, and my 1980s robot, pardon me if I'm out of breath, I was actually doing setups and working out before I did this video, no lie, so I'm catching my breath there. There is some VHS tapes just stacked up here. A bunch of James Bond ones. I had the Blu-ray box set for James Bond, but I sold it because I'm never going to watch those. And I got those, so I can always watch those. This goes all the way down to the floor. And they're just kind of here to fill a gap. Nothing really special in this set, although I do have some WrestleMania ones. That's actually WrestleMania 17 uncut, so that's pretty cool. Twin Peaks, nothing major. I don't have any good VHS tapes anymore. I think I sold all the ones that were actually worth money. On top of this shelf, you will see a very mixed action figure lot. We've got some of the, the Funko He-Man style figures, some DC figures, some random WWE figures, original Skeletor and Moss Man, which I'm going to buy those when they come out, because the newer ones, because I want those again. This shelf is all Arrow, and excuse me, it goes all the way down to the box sets at the bottom. There's a steelbook in the corner. Don't have too many of those steelbooks. I have two. And in this little area here, it's more VHS tape stacked up. Stranger Things 3 poster. Probably the only action figures I still have in the cases, the Pulp Fiction ones. They were open for review but sealed back up. Don't have anything there. Need something. Got the Chase version of the Mortal Kombat Scorpion. We'll zoom in on that. Plush Iron Man. The Barn. Sacrifice. Dear God, no. Ultimate Warrior. I need to put them in frames at some point, but they're just there now. Here is the brand new big old TV that I have. This is replacing a 43-inch LG. This is a 4K TV though, so it's new. I've had it for about 2 weeks. It was bigger than the actual display area I had to put it on, so I had to get this big unattractive block and sit there until I could, get something else to replace it. Of course, that also holds my PS3, so my PS4, but the PS3 is still there. A VCR is there. Recently watched an Evil Dead on 4K. This floats down to me having to put the new Xbox down here, which, I play some stuff online, but that's mostly just a 4K player for me, so I got it. Blank Blu-rays to burn, my other movies when they're done. extra controller that actually belongs to Ryan. Accidentally brought that home with me. Got a Star Wars poster, Evil Dead poster. Got the Castle Grayskull WWE ring. Not sure why I bought that because I've not bought the other ones. There is the Tiny Terrors and the Lion-O figure. There's a big VHS box for video violence in the back. That's also got my Friday the 13th box set, my Phantasm box set, and it seems like there's one more box set up here. Oh yeah, my Universal Monsters one. Little Goosebumps action there. Got this poster in the corner, Driller poster. I got these bendies that come out around Halloween, unopened. I got this station where I just randomly dumped some books and some other figures. But this shelf, besides these WCW figures here, actually houses the SRS Cinema DVDs that I have here. The SRS Blu-rays I have is there. Down here, this is the Synapse DVD Zone, which goes, for most of this is actually the Grindhouse DVD Zone. In the back here, you'll find the Synapse Blu-rays, which I have a bunch of them. This is just some random DVDs here. Random box set here I can fit nowhere else. Some stuff I need to go through. Nightmare board game, wrestling DVD set signed by Jim Cornette. The Wild Eye Raw and Extreme line, which some more is back there. Somewhere back here is like the... See, I got the Grindhouse Blu-rays, which I have everything but the tough ones. That's also my Troma collection back there, so that goes to Troma. That whole backlot's Troma. And then Troma here for Blu-ray, more of it. There's my Vinegar Syndrome sets and Blu-rays and whatever down there. Also my 4K collection. Not the biggest 4K collection, but there's quite a few of them. Then down there at the bottom is my wrestling collection. Now, I had enough wrestling DVDs at one time to fill up 2 shelves, but when I was making Door 1, I sold them, so, you know, I rebuilt that. This area, that's a 4K Scarface set, Hammer box set. Now, these are the newer VHS tapes that I still have. I sold a bunch of the old ones I had, but I've got these. I kept like the ones that like had the DVDs with them, and of course that's Blu-ray for Stranger Things season 1 and 2. The reprinted Zombie, you know, just random stuff like that. The Goosebumps stuff, because I'm a big Goosebumps fan. That belt's just basically closing up a gap right now. And it goes on down there to the check disc that Arrow used to send out, which luckily I get the real ones now. So that also preludes the 90% Blu-ray side here. This is from here on down all the way to there. From here halfway to there is all Scream Factory Blu-rays, and I'm happy to say I've got the majority of the stuff. Like, there's some stuff I don't have. I'm missing 2 big pieces. I don't have the Halloween set. Like, I have the you know, the not limited Halloween set, but I don't have the limited Halloween set, and I don't have the limited Nightbreed set. But with this, where I was a reviewer, or am a reviewer, they didn't send me the rare one, but they sent me this one. But it has the extra disc that the other one had too, so it has everything that's in the big one. It's just there. But I still eventually want to get that. And of course, with these, I'm lucky enough to say that I have all the collector's editions in the slipcases. So hopefully that tradition lasts, and I don't end up with some random stuff that's not there. And you know, for the rest of the Blu-ray side, it's like the DVD side. It's just random, kind of alphabetical, kind of not. Random stuff that I couldn't fit on the shelf yet. It's just laying up here. Also stuff that I need to review, stuff I need to give away in a contest, and just a random steelbook 4K of A Quiet Place. That's just all that is down to the bottom. And then when you get to the very bottom, then it's just random DVDs down there, which continued from the other side. Some gaps I need to fill up so I can fit some more stuff in the shelves back there, because I have some stuff that needs to go in. And that brings us then to the last section, which is mostly just a wrestling section. I've got the replica WWE title, random horror Universal Monsters cup, some ECW figures, a couple TNA ones and that, but got the LJN thumb wrestlers and bendies there. The wonderful retro WWE figures that got canceled way too soon. There's some old Hasbros around there. Still need a bunch of those, but what I got there. That's the new ring. This goes down to my Mattel WWE collection, which goes pretty far down until you get to the last two shelves, and that's when the Goosebumps and Fright, Fear Street, and all those type of books are there.